The courage to be disliked. Have any of you heard of this book? I have not read it yet, but I saw it in a window of a bookstore and I'm like, yeah, that's what I need right now. That's what I feel like I'm starting to live into because I realize that having the courage to be disliked by others frees us from so many things: judgment, um, preconceived notions of what we should or shouldn't be like or look like or do. And most of all, I feel like it gives us the permission to have the courage to like ourselves again. Do you like yourself? I know it sounds kind of like a silly question, but I know that I've had periods in my life where I didn't realize that I was putting so much effort and appreciation and kindness into other people and forgetting about myself. And I was showing myself that everyone else was actually more important than myself. And lately, I've been doing the opposite. I'm like, no, I am really important. And if I say to someone, which I have been saying lately to some people, that my time and energy is, I was going to say limited, but I actually don't believe we have a limited store of energy. But I want to be very selective about where I put my time and energy. And I've been telling some people lately that I cannot meet up, or what is going on, with what they are asking me to do or be involved in. I don't want to, that's not where, I don't feel aligned with what they're asking of me. And I also think it's kind for them to know, because they can then use that time and energy towards someone that is ready to receive what they are offering, or to spend that time with them in a way that feels good for them. Like I have spent so much of my time putting others' needs first, and I know that can sound a little selfish, and it also almost makes it sound like I'm not appreciative of those people that have put me first. I am. I really am. But I also would have really appreciated it if me asking someone to hang out, or me, I don't know if I've ever guilted someone into like spending time with me or overstayed my welcome when they had things to do. I would have really appreciated it if they had said to me, look, I have this and this and this to do, so I can spend this amount of time with you, and it would be great to hang out and catch up during that time. But I would want to know that either they have that specific time, or that maybe what I'm wanting to offer is not in alignment with what they're with what they're looking for. I can think back on times where I have reached out to people and said, like, I learned this amazing thing, and I took this workshop and I would really like to share it with you. And I realize now that as much as I thought I was being kind and, welcoming people into my world of like something that I learned, I never asked them if that was something they were interested in. I almost, even though I wasn't pushy about it, I almost was pushing on them something that might not be like, even if it was a topic that they're interested in, maybe they already have people that they go to for those things. And I was making assumptions that just because I was being inspired by those things, that they would want to know and spend time with me and learn these things that I had learned. And I don't feel that that's our right to say that. Like, I could have said, hey, I went to this amazing workshop, or I learned this amazing concept. Just thought I'd pass it on to you. And if you're interested in learning more about it, let me know, or something like that. But yeah, it's really interesting. And again, it goes back to this idea of having the courage to be disliked. Because in me offering something to someone, maybe they don't like the way that I offer it. Maybe I am being pushy, and they have good boundaries, good boundaries, and they can say, look, I'm not interested in that. I never asked for it. So yeah, don't reach out to me about that again. And I need to like be okay with myself in order to realize, like, hey, I don't need to take this personally. And even if they mean it something personal, I need to like myself enough to say, okay, I didn't mean to push this on them. And regardless of what they think about me or what I was trying to share, it doesn't need to change anything about the way that I feel about myself. So yeah, sitting into this courage of being okay with being disliked also is teaching me so much about really standing my ground and liking myself a lot more. I think it's such an important thing, and I didn't realize how much I had sacrificed my liking of myself just to try to. Nobody was necessarily even asking me to put them first or anything like that, but it was like I wanted to prove that I was valuable. So I would want to teach someone something or share something with someone or give them something. But it was because I was scared to receive. I was scared to just stand back and not bring something to the table to say, like, look, you should be friends with me because I have this to offer. No, I need to be okay with just walking into a room and understanding that if I like myself enough, I don't have to have a gift or something to give or teach in order to befriend someone else. That I'm enough as I am, just as you are enough as you are. And I can't wait to read this book, The Courage to Be Disliked, because I know nothing about it yet. Let me know if any of you guys have read it. I put it on hold at a library near my place, and I'm really excited about it, but the title itself has changed my perception of things. I'm like, yeah, I want to sit into this courage of being disliked, because you know, they say what other people think of you is none of your business, but what you think of yourself is all your business. And you have the ability to shift if you have limiting beliefs about yourself, or if there are aspects of yourself that you don't like or that you try to escape from, and that's why you give to other people and like other people more than yourself. But it's time that we sit into liking ourselves. No matter what anybody else thinks of you, no matter what anybody else says, even when we make mistakes or act in a way that we maybe don't feel so proud about, we have to show up for ourselves first in order to attract people that will like us, and also to shine a light on people that might not like us. And we need to be okay with that. Like, I might do this video, I might have done other videos where people didn't like it. Maybe my YouTube channel in general, maybe some people don't like it. And I'm okay with that, because I'm also so excited about the people that do come to the channel and might like a video, or might like a word or a sentence or a phrase or an idea that I share. And it's all good, because the bottom line is that I'm sitting into having the courage to like myself more, and I invite you to do the same. Thanks all for listening. I actually didn't know where to record this. I was actually at a medical appointment just a little while ago. And I was like, oh, I need to find a quiet space for this, and, somewhere where there aren't distractions in the video, and also for myself speaking. And I literally walked by this room that says sacred space. And it's just a room. Nobody else is in here. And it just said it's for anybody that is a patient or a client and wants to have some spiritual or rest time, or any just a space to do whatever it is that you need in this time. And I get to put a little notice on the door. You just flip it around and say, like, this space is being occupied right now, please come back later. And I was like, yay, I get to do my video in here. It was perfect. I love how the universe just sometimes brings me exactly what I want right when I want it. And I had no idea that this would even happen. So thanks all for listening. Have the courage to be disliked, because that means that maybe you're gaining more courage to just like yourself and not really care what other people think. Thanks for listening.